I was born in Hayward, California. I've never been to Afghanistan, but it's always been with me. In my mom's voice, in her food, in the music she played while cleaning, in the silence when she missed home. This is my story. About holding on to a homeland that I've never seen. My mom was 19 years old when the Soviets attacked in Afghanistan, or Afghanistan in 1981. She and her family had to leave quick because of the war, and they had to evacuate their home and leave everything behind from Kabul. During that time, once she left, she lived in Pakistan and India until she finally arrived in America. One time I asked her in an interview, if you could have brought one thing from Afghanistan, what would it have been? And she replied, a picture of me and my best friend Hanifa. And I asked her if she's still alive out there. And she said she had no idea. She wasn't even sure if she was alive. It helped me understand what it meant to escape. It's more than just losing a space. It means when you leave your home country due to a war, it means that you're losing people, memories, and also a piece of yourself. I grew up speaking Dari at home and English at school. I wore Afghan dresses on Eid. I would wear American clothes everywhere else. I never truly felt fully Afghan. And I never felt fully American either. I would often ask my parents, why did we end up raising our family in Fremont? Why not Canada? Why not New York? Or somewhere even cooler? But now I think I understand that Fremont had grocery stores, there were mosques that were full of Afghans, many Afghan families in Fremont, and my parents chose this area because it offered them a sense of normalcy in something that they felt like they had lost, which was community and comfort. We remember Afghanistan through our food, our holidays, and our routines. Sometimes my mom would sing Ahmed Zar when she cleaned up the house. And during springtime, which we call Nowruz, or the Afghan New Year, we would make samanak, which was made out of a wheat, and it turned into some kind of a paste. In the beginning, I didn't like it, but later on, it kind of grew on me. We would eat something called chorwa, which was a stew that would be eaten during the summer or the winter time. And as a child, I didn't really understand any of it. I didn't really like the traditional clothes here and there. But now, I feel like this is what really kept our culture going. It wasn't just habits, but it was to preserve. In 2025, my cousins went back to Afghanistan. They shared videos with me, and it was way different than how the media portrayed it. Families, living their lives. Even if I've never been to Afghanistan, it's in my voice, in my family, and in my culture.
This is the old bridge known as Pul Sokhta that used to have, this area used to be full of drug dealers, drug addicts. Now it's fully remodeled, and now it's a really cool city center where men, women, and children are shopping, doing their bazaar, buying their groceries. No more drug addicts. This is all due to the Islamic Emirate and their intentionality behind making sure people are taken care of. And the way that it works, they came in the government took the people that were mu'tad and had this drug addiction, and they sent them forcibly to a rehab. When they were taken to the rehab center, they were completely forced to change their lives, their habits, their clothing, their friends. 30, 60, 90 days, they had to change everything about themselves. And then only afterwards, they were released with a new skill. Now, this is the area I'm about to show you where all the drug addicts used to live, underneath the bridge. This is the actual original place where it was known as Pule Sokhta, or the burned bridge. As you can see, there's a lot of garbage, but before there was literal hundreds of people here selling, sharing needles, doing heroin, doing every drug you can imagine. When the Islamic Emirate came and picked them up and cleaned up this area, they say that you see all this filth down here, all this dirt, that there was more than 9 to 12 feet deep of digging into this dirt, and there were still bodies being discovered. 9 to 12 feet deep into this dirt, and there were still bodies being discovered. This is Pule Sokhta today. After they were taken to rehab and rehabilitated and brought back, they were taught a skill, and they were able to use that skill to earn a living and to change their lives.
And I hope one day I can see what my parents really saw.